Hi, I'm Alex. I'm Iration stage manager, playback tech, and I dabble in the back line.
Hi, I'm Ty. I'm Iration's drum tech and sometimes guitar tech.
Okay, so Alex, you go first. What exactly on any given show night, what do you do? What does your job description look like?
So, I'm pretty much in charge of how things run on the stage, when and where gear is set up, who's doing what jobs, and just trying to keep everything in a certain time frame that makes sense and keeps everybody sane.
And so, on a scale of 1 to 10, how stressful would you say your job is?
Some days are a 2, some days are a 9.6. Never gotten a 10, but close.
Okay, a win's a win.
Yeah.
Win's a win.
Yeah.
Okay, Ty, what do you do on any given show day?
On any given show day, I set up drums and keys, and I help audio pin lines for drums and talkbacks and mics and all those various things. If our usual guitar tech isn't there, then I do that as well and set up his stuff and tune guitars and make sure that the tones and everything are nice and Gucci. And I'm also there to make sure Alex doesn't hurt himself or punch a hole in any random thing that's around him.
Yeah, no,
He's never punched anything.
that's about right. Yeah.
You don't look like the punching type.
He's not.
I don't.
He punches
Yeah.
things with his head by
You
accident.
do have red
usually.
hair though, which leads me to assume you're Irish. So like maybe you do have it in you somewhere deep down.
Oh yeah, it's deep down.
You
I
come
just
out very nice.
very I stuff it down really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've stuffed it down him too, and like it's pretty
Catholic
deep. Yeah.
guilt.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that you do all of the drum type, when you say you like do the drums and you're doing the kit, what does that entail? Like, do you set up the mics for the drum kit and the keys? Do you like make sure volume is good? Like, if you were to explain it to an 8-year-old, how would
If I were
you
to explain
explain
to an 8-year-old, I take all the drums out of a case,
Uppies.
set them up exactly where they need to be. I change drum heads. I fine tune the drums for the drummer. I don't put the mics on the drums. Usually I will run the lines for them and pin them. For keys, I set them up. I run the lines for that as well. The keys, I'll clean them, make sure everything works. It's not really a thing that you do. Yes, I'm like, what was that?
Not you cleaning the keys.
Yeah.
Spit shine, the old spit shine.
Well, that's not usually how people spit, but
Anyway.
people do it different.
So, did you guys grow up being like, I want to be a drum tech, I want to be a stage manager, or did you like, how did this story transpire?
You'd have to be a fucking psychopath to grow up wanting to be a stage manager. That's just a really weird thing for a kid to want. I wanted to play music, and then realized the older I got, the less I wanted to be known and followed and liked.
Do not perceive me.
Yeah, but I wanted to still be around music, so this is the perfect fit. I get to set things up, and my fans are musicians.
So you like being on the back end.
Yeah.
You like being on.
I like being a
Not seen,
nameless,
not heard.
faceless, wearing black dude that makes it all work.
I don't like to wear all black, but they keep making me.
He's a colors guy.
Yeah.
You're also a musician. I know this because I creeped your Instagram and I saw you with very long hair playing a guitar.
That was when I had hair. But I mean, no, it's still there, just not everywhere anymore, probably.
Okay,
But
tell me how you
no.
got started.
So I was in college and decided maybe that wasn't for me, So I started working at a venue, which is actually how I met Alex. So I started working at a venue, became a stage manager there, started doing audio, became the production manager, and then moved from Gainesville to Orlando, worked at a production company there. Started doing backline because I decided audio's too much to keep up with, and since I'd been around music my entire life and instruments, I was always one of those people that liked to take stuff apart and put it back together. Sometimes I would fix stuff that was broken, sometimes I'd make it way worse. But yeah, but it's basically got it to where I'm doing what I'm doing. So I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll just do the backline. And once I started, I'm like, man, it's a lot better for me than having to deal with audio and consoles. I'm not good with computers, so.
So you found your niche, and so you guys actually knew each other prior to Iration. So this isn't the first time you guys have worked together. You mentioned in the other trailer that this is the third band you guys have worked together on.
Oh, not together, actually.
Oh, okay.
It
Just
was
in succession.
Yeah. Basically, I took Alex's job for multiple bands. Once Alex quit a band, I would take his job.
Reason quit lightly. Couldn't make it for that run.
Right.
I jumped in.
Yeah.
Scheduling conflicts.
Yes.
We'll say.
Exactly.
Could say.
Yeah, but I've known Alex for close to 10 years now, probably.
Yeah. 8.5.
Let's say 8.5.
Okay, so I also feel like most people that work in reggae, or at least in the American reggae scene, do not listen to it and are not necessarily fans of it. So when you're not working, or even when you are working, what do you primarily listen to? Or what are you the biggest fan of?
I think we're both emo kids.
Yeah,
for sure.
I listen to a lot of like post-punk, like the Minzingers, Red City Radio, stuff like that. Are you kicking your feet? Because I am.
No. Oh, I'm supposed to be? Okay.
Freely would.
They're kicking their feet.
I mean, like, I just thought my legs are kind of too long for it, but I figured
we're eerily similar people. This is why this works out,
Yeah.
and we're in a bunk bed together.
It's also funny that you say the don't listen to reggae thing, because when we woke up in our hotel this morning, Alex walks out of the bathroom, and I'm like, I don't even like reggae. sorry, I don't even listen to reggae.
We like reggae.
I like reggae.
I like reggae, especially live. Like, yes, but yeah, on a day-to-day.
I mean, don't get me wrong. There are several reggae bands that I do actually really love, but I didn't before I started working for reggae. So it was a thing that once I started doing it, I was like, I gained an appreciation for it.
It's not on in my car most of the time. We'll put it that way. But Iration's also an awesome band.
They are.
They're really good.
Yeah, they're great musicians. If you had advice to give some bright-eyed and bushy-tailed 16-year-old that thinks that they want to get into music, whether on the artist or crew side, actually mostly crew side, what would you tell them? Aside from don't.
Just, if you're working with a crew or at a venue, listen and watch. Don't try and do too much at once. Don't try and be super helpful. Let me do this, let me do this, let me grab this for you. Just wait till you're asked. And that's the best way to learn, because you'll probably get dismissed pretty quickly if you just try and do too much. And it's like, it's good to appear that way, but
Stay in your lane.
Yeah, stay in your lane and learn.
Yeah, basically don't assume that you know more than the people that you're working for. Even if it is something that you know for a fact you do know. When you're with a touring act or something like that, you need to keep in mind that it is their gear, it is their show, they do it every single day, you know? So just because you know what you're doing doesn't mean you know the way they do it. You know, and that's a big thing that we had happen on this last run.
Well said.
Was that we had people that would be like, well, you know, they'd be like, I've been doing this for 30 years. It's like, that's great, but I do this every day the exact same way. Like, granted, what you're saying is, yes, correct, but you need to think about the fact that this is the way that we do it, and we do it this way for a reason.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, last question.
Oh.
Do we keep going? Keep going. Oh, wait, where's your hometown, Alex?
As of now, it's Phoenix, Arizona.
Okay.
I'm from Baltimore, Maryland, lived in New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Now I live in the desert.
Did you know Peepers before you came on here?
Yeah, for a couple years.
Okay.
We have both worked with a band called Ballyhoo.
Oh, Ballyhoo.
And
okay.
they have toured with Iration before, so I knew Peepers since, like, 2019, 2018, something like that. So.
And where are you? I know you already said it, but say it again.
I'm originally from Gainesville, Florida, but I live in Orlando, Florida now.
Tom Petty, yeah.
Yeah, Tom Petty. Yeah, Gainesville's favorite son. That's what they say. He hated it, but.
Okay. Controversial, but this pineapple belong on pizza?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's not, though. It's objective.
I'll take my head off you. No, it does not.
And if you don't like pineapple on pizza, don't eat it. I'm just going to keep eating it.
Fair.
You eat everything.
Yeah, that's true.
You bring eating ketchup.
I eat a lot.
Takis were like.
I eat a lot. It's a problem, actually.
I bought Takis that tasted like ketchup, and they were so gross. He's been eating them for a whole day.
Gross.
I like ketchup.
They literally just taste like ketchup.
I don't like ketchup.
Okay, well, this is just interview's over.
I don't like celery.
I like celery.
No.
Celery ever do to you?
It's disgusting.
The thing is, like, I do know that, and like we've had catering, and I'm like, hey, before you get the potato salad, just so you know it's got celery, and he's like, thank you.
And that's why he's my friend. You know my body.
Friends that tour together, hang out in a bunk together.
Yeah.